here we are in Manasquan, New Jersey. Customer wanted to convert his crawl space into a basement. So we came down here and started our project, got all of the permits, of course. It's an older home, built in 1890. It's a brick foundation in the crawl space. Conditions really don't permit to get a concrete truck in here, or really even a conveyor. So we have to do everything by hand dug. The pipes you see here are temporary, just to reroute water away from the home as we're digging out, because we do have a lot of water. Down in this basement, there's a high water table. Right here in this area, we're going to be installing an egress well. You'll be seeing more of that soon. At this point, we're mixing concrete. We're going to be pouring underpin sections, 4 foot wide generally. Be heading down the basement here. We'll take a look and see what's going on. This is the area that is not getting a dig out. This is the main portion of the basement. He really just wants to do the front crawl space area right now. The budget just does not permit him to get into this area yet, so that will be for a future project. It's a pretty good size area. Get a bathroom down here, small living space, maybe a little family room. Bathroom would be back behind that plastic that you're looking at there. There's another room back there. So here we're going to be coming into the crawl space area. You're looking at the underpin section and dig outs. You can see that they're done separately. You can see the forms to the left, to the right. You have to do this all in sections. Cannot do it all in one pour, obviously. Water table's really high here, as I mentioned earlier in the video, and we had to constantly pump out water. We had major issues with this. Water table, as I said, is very high, so a constant annoyance, something you just deal with when you're dealing with high water tables. There's a creek in the backyard about 300 feet from the house. This house is approximately 2 blocks from the ocean. So you're also going to be dealing with tidal forces. You can see the water constantly coming through. As I said, it's something that we dealt with throughout the entire job. Here we're looking at sections of the underpins. This is the main home right there that's been fully underpinned. This is the staircase where a bulkhead's going to be going in. Okay, we're here down in Manasquan, New Jersey, cutting the hole, finishing up the hole for the egress window that's going to be going in. As you can see, we've got an angle iron up there. Got the original brick. That's also got to be tucked in. This here is just a scratch coat that's going on. There actually was no brick here at all. There was this pile right there that ended right here, and we just added more brick to pick up that dimension, the width on the side there. So we had enough clearance for the window to get in. The window is a 3x5 Anderson. That's 36 inches by 60 inches. This window here matches the windows upstairs exactly. They had those windows replaced, and we don't want anything in there that looked out of place. We wanted to make this look like it was part of the original structure. Keep in mind, this is that dig out or soil level. Originally was right here. This is that full underpin that's in there. You can see the drain board on the bottom. There's insulation alongside the perimeters. We haven't got the pump set up yet. This is a temporary pump that's installed. The discharge line is going to be heading up outside. Right there is the discharge line. You can see a pipe in the window well there. We're going to be doing a drain field in this window well here, which is tapped in to the water management system down below, which all heads over here to the sump well. In order for him to save room, you can see that we notched in the bulkhead right here, so the staircase is able to just get inset into that, and it's going to be a removable type staircase. That's going to act like a key, so you'll be able to pull those stairs out and get access to this sump well right here. And you can see there's also a water line in that sump well, that red PEX pipe that you see there. A water powered backup's going to be going in there. Reason being, if there's a power outage, this room definitely will flood. You're talking probably end up with a minimum of 8 inches of water on this floor, possibly more. Alright, that's the window raising up. Now we slide it down. When we get about 4 inches from the bottom, it sticks. You can see how hard Jerry has to pull it up. Go ahead, push it down, Jerry. Pull it up again. Okay, so that's what it is. We measured it, and there's a little bit of a difference on the sash on the bottom, so it looks like it's a manufacturer's defect. Not that it isn't operable, but it is what it is. We're going to go ahead and install it. Alright, this is the 3x5 window that's just sitting in there for now. We've got an issue with the window itself. It looks like there's a manufacturer's defect that we're going to have to probably send this window back. But that'll give you an idea what a standard 3x5 egress looks like. This is our standard egress well. It's a 3-foot projection off of the building, 4 foot wide. It gives you roughly 6 inches each side of that window. You don't really want to put a well directly up against the window. You want to have room left and right so you don't look all boxed in. This particular egress well is a little bit deeper than normal. Standard is 44 inches maximum. This one is roughly 60 inches, and if you look down at the bottom there, you'll see that there's a concrete stoop that surrounds the perimeter. That's for a step up to make sure that a normal person can get up out of that well in case of a fire or emergency escape. The reason it needed to be so deep is because we usually put in a 3x5 double hung window. You can put a casement in, or what they would call, it's actually a hinged window similar to a door. You can do that also in an egress well, but we wanted to do this because he has got double hungs up above. So we didn't want anything standing out. We wanted it to look original to the home. As you can see there, he's got double hung windows up here. So you would want the double hung down below. There's going to be a gate or a fence out in the front of this, so if somebody comes walking through here, they don't fall through. You can see that lattice that he's got there surrounding the air conditioner compressor. That's going to go out front here as well, blocking that off. You'll still have the exit to the right there, out the back of the well. Again, we typically put in a 3x5, but in this case, you can see that his foundation is really only up out of the ground about 10 inches. The rest of that is all rim board, which is the floor joist structure. You can't really get into that. So we had to go a little bit deeper on this one, and that's the purpose for that stoop that you see on the bottom. Otherwise, you would have to have a ladder, and a ladder would just look terrible in here. It just wouldn't be looking right. So we do the concrete stoop. It just looks so much nicer. Plus you can end up putting plants on it or little pots and kind of decorate it from the outside for seasonal plants. This is actually the pump discharge. We installed all of these fittings, tied this fitting in to a gravel encapsulated well out here. If you look close, you can see there's about a 4x4 square there, and this particular one is encapsulated with filter cloth filled with gravel. It's about 4 foot deep, and then we just put the lawn right back over the top of it. You won't even know it's there. The pipe discharges down below frost line, so it'll never freeze up. If you don't do that, you take the risk of the roof water discharging into the backfills over here, causing all kinds of water issues up against that back wall. So another successful job. This was part of our dig out that we did in the basement. All finished.